What's up, everybody? It's Michael MegaX here, and welcome to some special testing footage from Overdrive Raceway of some reverse layout testing. So this is from a few weeks ago. Alex invited a group of us, usually most of the league racers, some of the other regulars that come to Overdrive, to do some reverse race testing. Now they're trying to set some things up like safety and just figure out how the track works, everything in the reverse layout. But it is such a cool layout, and we're gonna hop into a little bit of the first lap here. This is gonna be a little bit of a video, show you guys the reverse layout before we get into some more league racing content, which is coming soon. And it's gonna be kind of like this video here, where I'm gonna do some voiceover instead of doing the big main vlog. This is gonna help cut on production time of editing, because like, man, these vlogs take a long while to edit. But I think some just like pure race content of just my race is gonna help get content out there, get the channel back up and running, hopefully get back into the algorithm, get as many views to you guys as possible. But let's jump into watching this reverse race footage. I really love this layout here. I think it works even better in the reverse layout than the forward layout. It's just so fun. It feels so intense for an indoor kart race track on this one. And I just love the flow of it. Coming here into was normally the first hairpin, being the second hairpin there. That one's a lot of fun. But Caleb's already caught up to us right there. And when I was in 28, this kart was terrible when I was in it. It was just so slow. I think we get past multiple times in this 28 kart. It was understeering, and there was like a whole bunch of corners. This turn 1 in reverse, just getting a ton of understeer there. But you can go flat out in that turn 1, and you're going to see that later once we get to the next section of the next race when they swap out karts. But this was just a struggle. You can just hear the tires scrubbing, trying to get through the turn 1 hairpin. And I'm just losing a ton of time. I think either Caleb just went by. Dylan or John is right behind us on one of these passes coming up soon. And I'm just holding everyone up. Everyone's starting to do, the lap time is about a few tenths slower than the normal. Yep, there's Dylan just like getting by there on the outside. As I was saying, the lap times are a few tenths slower, but they're pretty much about the same time. There was another test session for this last week, by the time I'm recording this. And oh, here's John coming up with a dive on the inside in the 27 kart there, and that was a beautiful dive right there. Didn't help that, once again, my kart was just super slow, and he almost went into the wall there. That wall is super dangerous right there. It's right by the gate entrance to get into the pits. So if you hit that, you are in for a world of hurt with not only the kart, but yourself as well. So it's really very on the edge there. And I can't get to that edge with this 28 kart. It is just understeering and all that. I think by this time I actually start to have a gap. But I was trying to say is that everyone's running about, mid to high 18s. And then we just got Jacob there going past 2, and everyone is just getting past me. And my kart here was running in about the 19s the entire time. I think it was a 19.4 for my fastest lap. Oh man, I'm just looking at it, and it is so low. But yeah, this layout is super duper cool. It's really a big surprise how much the feel of a track can change just by going in the opposite direction. But it's definitely going to feel a lot better when we swap out into the next kart. So I got to let this play and let you guys just watch a lap without me talking over it. And oh, it's over. So we are gonna slow down here, and I'll probably make a cut somewhere around here, and we'll be on to the next race.
Oh, this car feels so much better. 28 was not it.
No?
Nah.
Here we are jumping into race number 2. As I said, right here, 27, feeling much, much better than the 28. And now we're actually going to be able to push and get some consistent lap times here and show you what the full limit is of this reverse layout track. Already seeing that we got a lot more ability to steer on the handling there and can take these turns the way they're meant to be taken. Starting with that hairpin right there, can finally push and go flat out on the exit. On 28, I was having to lift off on the exit there, and that was costing me so much time. But we can actually keep it flat out there. You're so close to touching the wall. You can probably see it right there. If you get like a really good run, you'll be like centimeters away from touching the wall. And it's just a thrill going out there. Check it back up behind, see if there's anyone coming up on me. But braking a little bit later into that turn, well, not exactly braking, just kind of like letting off into what is hairpin 1 on the normal layout to try and just create some speed and get the car rotated. It's such a fun feeling, just initiating that turn and just letting the car rotate, and it is just very, very satisfying to get that hairpin correct. Hairpin 2 here in the normal layout is quite tricky because you're coming at it really, really fast, and setting up the entrance can be quite tricky here. And now you can finally hear that we're going flat out through turn 1. And yeah, just proving to be a lot smoother here throughout the whole lap. Once again, getting really, really close to the walls, trying to use the whole circuit here in order to gain some lap time. Okay, as we set up for this next lap, let's try and talk through it as fast as we can. So, very fast into turn 1. Let off right at the apex there. Turn into the hairpin, clip the wall just a little bit, and get on the throttle as fast as you can. Going fast, go all the way to the outside so you can get the car rotated. Lift off at about the arrow. Keep the foot flat to the ground here. Ignore the first turn there and try to hit the apex, and that's a full lap of the reverse layout. Try to keep up with that as fast as possible. But when you only have an 18.5-second lap here, it's hard to commentate it and tell you everything about the lap as soon as you can. But yeah, I think we're nearing the end of this session, and we're doing a whole lot better. I think the biggest struggle I was having is setting up that first hairpin in the reverse section, which would be the second hairpin in the regular. But I think that's where the biggest thing I was struggling here with, because it can be just kind of tricky that it's kind of like a chicane here versus the way you come out of it in that straight line in the regular layout, and it's just figuring out that line and setting it up just right to where you're not clipping the wall and not losing any time, carrying as much speed. There we see the white flag on the left, and we're going to go into our final lap here. I just love that turn right there that we just came out of. And just like the cart rotate, it's just the most satisfying thing. And we crossed the line and doing a lot better.
That is so much fun. I love this backwards track, dude. It's so fun.
Taco Charles there, yes, this layout is just an immense amount of fun. As I was trying to say, set about an 18.7, I think, for this reverse layout race, and we're gonna set our fastest lap time in the next one, and we got one more race to show you.
18.5 in kart 30, wow. I thought I was cooking in this one. This car felt so much better. So much better. Kart 28 was not it.
All right, here we go for our last race here on the reverse layout night. Got Kyle starting right ahead, and in this one we're gonna set our fastest lap time of an 18.6 around lap 4. I'll let you know when that happens. We're gonna try to do our best to try and catch up to Kyle and just prove our pace around this reverse circuit. I can't wait till they make some great changes around here to where we can start doing side-by-side racing in the reverse layout, because I think this reverse layout is gonna really be very impactful on how you can take full position racing here. I think it's going to allow for more overtaking, especially where we saw John in the first race, right here at this hairpin. Allow some different lines and different, an actual really solid overtaking spot in this reverse layout. But we've actually been going to see a lot of different overtaking going on in the league videos coming up soon. I've already gotten 2 videos recorded. We're already up into week 3 of these videos, and I'm going to get those edited and voiced over soon, and be looking forward to that. Here's going to be our fastest lap here. Pretty sure this one is the fastest lap, and I'm just going to let you guys watch it. Oh, what a beautiful entry into that hairpin. And that lap should have been an 18.6 on that one. But yeah, I was just saying, league racing content, as of the time I'm recording this, already got 2 weeks of racing, going into week 4 next week, and we actually had a lot of good racing these past couple weeks, and I'm excited to share that with you guys. So, be looking forward to that, and I'm just gonna let this play out. I don't really have too much more to say about this, as you've been seeing this whole track the whole time. But yeah, I'm looking forward to the changes that they're able to make the track safe for us to reverse race in position racing for this track. And I can't wait to have you guys watch some more league racing content coming soon. So I'll let the lap play out. This has been Michael MegaX. I'll see you in the next video.
Dude, 39 was beautiful. Very close to Caleb's time, I think. I couldn't quite see my exact time, but that was good. God, this reverse layout track is amazing. I love it. Didn't get to see my time here. We'll see in a little bit. 617, only just a little under 7,000 hundredths under Caleb's time. That was a really fun one.